Welcome back. Today's lesson is focusing on grammar. So it's a good grammar lesson today. For those of you who haven't met me before, my name's Ruth. And I'm here to guide you through some of the tricky grammar that you encounter in that journey to be fluent in everyday English. So that's what we're doing today. And it's a nice one today. Quite a self-contained topic, one of my favourites. And we can think in terms of chunks today. So we can make it simple by using chunks. There you are. Read that word. You will see it a lot in language teaching lessons. Chunks. Right. So today's topic is the noun phrase. They're very, very common in English, and they can be very simple or they can be complicated. This is going to be much more at that simple, earlier intermediate level today, but good revision for those of you who are a little further on as well, I think. So we use the noun phrase when we're talking about things, okay? And the pattern is, and I'll put it up for you to see, determiner plus adjective plus noun. Or the simplest might just be determiner plus noun. There are other noun phrases, but today we're going to focus on determiner plus adjective plus noun. Right. So here are some simple ones. Determiner plus noun. A coffee. The meeting. The work. A car. Okay, that's just the simple determiner or article, the or a, and a noun. You can use other words, of course, like my work or our car, but just today we're keeping it very, very simple. So let's put up that chunk, that sentence pattern, so that you can see that. And your visual is there, and it's a blue car. So we're going to think of some sentences that fit that pattern. Okay. But we are ambitious and confident here. So we're going to put the adjective in as well. So listen very carefully to these ones. A strong coffee. The long meeting. The new work or my new work. A blue car. A busy day. Okay, and you can see how those sentences all have the same structure. Technically, we would call them phrases, but sentences is fine. Right. Say them with me. So I'm going to say them first, leave a gap, and then you can copy so that you get used to the flow of the language. So a strong coffee. Next one. The long meeting. The new work. A blue car. A busy day. Okay, right. And I always like you to do something practical. So look at that visual structure, the chunks of language. A, determiner. Blue, adjective. Car, noun. Determiner plus adjective plus noun. Okay. I'm going to let you think of some. And if you can write them in the comments, I'll have a look at them. That would be great. But let's have a think of some. So have a think. Here we go. Let's make some up together. So think of a colour. Red. Flower. The red flower. Okay. And think of them with colour or size words. So the tiny mouse. The blue bucket. The huge building. Okay, so you've got determiner, adjective, noun. And I've put up some ideas. So a and the, colour or size word, and then some nouns. And I've tried to put some nouns that are real conversational words. So car, house, laptop, university, shop, bus. Okay, words like that. If you're feeling it's difficult, you can easily use animals, domestic, countryside, otherwise. So cat, mouse, dog, parrot, thinking of in the countryside, fox, pheasant, all sorts of animals. And people often feel confident with duck or goose or horse. So if you're feeling a little bit uncertain, have a go with animals first. So you can have the big horse, the tiny squirrel. That's such a hard word to say. We should do some work on that at some point. Squirrel, okay. The red fox, the orange fox. Foxes are a strange colour, actually brown. The red brown fox. So get this pattern of determiner, adjective, noun really clear in your mind, and think of some very, very, very simple examples and jot them down. And if you panic, I don't think you will, but if you panic, write something in the comments and I'll have a look at it. Okay, that's great. And a quicker lesson today. We've been faster. So thank you again for joining me today. It was great. If you're enjoying the lessons, please do subscribe. It would be great. And tell your friends that it's a useful place to come and learn. And I'll see you all again next time. Have a good day. Bye.